Welcome to Sports Highlights Heaven. I'm Chris with a K. If it's your first time to this channel, please make sure you like this video, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notifications so you never miss out on the awesome content I post on here. So as you see something on the screen that says exposed with Aaron Rodgers basically fading away like Thanos snapped his fingers on him, So this video I'm going to talk about, are the Green Bay Packers exposed? And I'm going to get into that right now. So let's jump into it. Alright, in order to jump into it, I'm going to explain my point by this game that happened in week 4 when they actually played the Philadelphia Eagles. Or Philadelphia. I cannot say that city's name for nothing today. Maybe because I'm fake mad right now. But anyways, nevertheless, the point, let's just do a recap of the game to get into my point of why I think they're exposed. Alright, so as you know, or if you didn't know, recently this past Thursday night in week 4, the Packers played the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, and they lost at Green Bay, which is like a jaw dropper to me because Aaron Rodgers was 14-1 at Lambeau on Thursday nights. But anyways, they lost only by 7 points. Final score was 34. The Eagles 27. Green Bay Packers. As you see, no one on the Philadelphia Eagles had an outstanding game. It's just they work so well collectively. Welcome to Wentz, or Mr. Wentz, Carl Wentz. I forgot his first name. But Mr. Wentz only had 160 yards, but he had 3 passing touchdowns. Alshon Jeffrey had 3 receiving receptions with 38 receiving yards and only 1 receiving touchdown, as well as the running back Howard only had 15 rushing attempts, but had 87 yards. That's between like 5 to 6 yards per carry on average. He had 3 total touchdowns, so he was a big part of the game. Then we go to the Green Bay Packers. Aaron, that bad man himself, Rodgers, had, let's see how many, he had 422 passing yards to go along with 2 passing touchdowns. Davante Adams had 180 yards with 10 receptions. Basically average, 18 yards per reception, which is pretty good. And Jimmy Graham, the tight end, had a total of 61 yards with 1 receiving touchdown. That touchdown was pretty awesome. He caught. So let's actually break this game down to get to my point. Alright, so we already covered Rodgers' stats. He actually threw 1 interception at the end of the game. To be honest with you guys, I actually was fake mad and turned off the game, so I didn't really finish to watch the rest of the game because I lost hope. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be very transparent and honest right now. But as you look across the game, an unfortunate injury actually happened to one of the Packers. Actually, their starting running back went out the first play. The one thing the Packers have been good at this season has been rushing the ball, and their defense was rated number 2 in the whole NFL. But according to this game, that did not happen. If you could run the ball and stop the run, then you're pretty good. The Packers, unfortunately, have not been good at stopping the run at all. So as you see, the defense, no one on the defense has a spectacular night. Offense played okay outside of Rodgers and Mr. Davante Adams, who basically just went berserk. So this is what the defense pretty much did for the night. No one had a game that was pretty much outstanding. Of course, Martinez is usually their leading tackler when it comes to making tackles and plays. So basically, no one had a spectacular night on defense. Their defense got torched. It got completely torched rushing-wise, but not passing-wise, because Carson Wentz didn't go over 200 yards of passing. But they got torched on the running side. So as you can see, Mr. Walk It Till Him Wentz, as Shannon Sharp calls him, only had 160 passing yards, but 3 touchdowns, which was crucial. But Howard, Sanders, they ran for over 150 yards combined total. Look at their average yards per carry, 5.8 for Howard and 6.5 for Sanders. So Howard basically brought home the touchdowns, but Sanders had the 72 yards, and he had like a 65-yard punt return from what I understanding, or was it a kick return? So they ran the ball so well, which allowed Wentz to make some throws and catches. So the receivers didn't have outstanding games, but because the running game was so good, it allowed for great throws to the receivers to catch the ball. So their defense wasn't super spectacular as well, but they just, at first they were about to I thought it was going to be a blowout and they were going to get torched by Rodgers and whatnot, but actually what ended up happening is that they kind of eventually prevented the Packers from scoring in the red zone. The Packers was only 3 for 7 in regards to scoring in the red zone. And they got an interception at the end. So they came together defensive-wise, which actually made some problems for the Packers. So here how I think the Green Bay Packers were in some sense exposed Thursday night is because of the fact that they just told the whole NFL that they have no run defense. And also they told the NFL if they can't run the ball well, then guess what? Hey, you can stop us. Because I think Adams went down. He was holding his foot. I don't know if he returns to the game, because that's when I actually shut off the TV because I was fake mad. But it just shows if you shut down their running game, and if you can run the ball very well, you can beat them. Because Rodgers put up over 400 yards. He was kind of struggling in the red zone as well. Got in the red zone 7 times, only converted 3 times. So that's a big issue. Do you think he's going to clean it up by next week? They actually play on the 6th of October. They play the Dallas Cowboys. I think he might, clean it up and get it together against the Dallas Cowboys, but who knows? Even if their running back returns, the one that was injured, I hope he comes back. He was injured on the first play, by the way, by Barnett, a linebacker from the Eagles. So they're exposed because they told the NFL they can't run the ball, nor can they stop it, because I think they couldn't run the ball just because their primary running back got injured. But we'll see how that changed, and we'll see if Rodgers does adjust. So yes, they've got exposed, but here's the bright side of it. Here is the very big bright side of it, people. Here is a screenshot I took of their remaining schedule. It started from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So if you look at the rest of their schedule, the Cowboys obviously is a threat in the NFC. Lions don't seem to be a threat. They're another team that's in their division, NFC North. The Raiders aren't a threat. The Chiefs are a threat. So you have 2 teams so far. The next 4 games are threats. Then the Chargers, which is actually 3. Panthers, I don't think so much. Then you got the 49ers. Not so much of a big threat. The Giants are not a threat. Well, their last games aren't really a threat, because I think they can repeat and beating the Bears and the Vikings again. And, of course, the Lions and Redskins are not a threat, and the Giants aren't, So I think by then the Packers will have it all together. So I think they still have a shot. They're actually my Super Bowl favorite. 1, because I'm biased and I love the Green Bay Packers. But 2, I seriously think, there's really no clear-cut winner that's going to capture the NFC. The NFC's open. Unlike the AFC, which you have the Chiefs and the Patriots. They're forces not to be reckoned with, which I hope they beat them on October 27. As you see, that's going to be a game at night, so it's going to be on TV. That's going to be great. Either that's a Monday night or Sunday night game, whichever. I'm happy. Actually, the Chiefs are my favorite team in the AFC. Go, Mr. Patrick, my homeboy, right? But their schedule doesn't look completely hard, especially at the end of it. It's not that really hard. But definitely, I think they will pull it together. I think they will get it together. I think they will make it to the playoffs. I definitely think they're going to win their division and go far. So my question to you, you dear awesome watcher, do you think will the Packers get to the NFC Championship this year, win their conference, and make it to the NFC Championship? And I want to really know what you think, so please comment below what your opinion is. Like, yes, I do, Chris, or I totally don't think, Chris, and give me your reason why. I am very hopeful in the fact that they will make it, you know, because I still really see no serious threat. There is no one really out there because Drew Brees is out. That's the only serious threat that I see in the NFC versus the Saints. But yeah, I think they will make it. What about you? So if you definitely enjoyed this video, please like it, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell button so you never miss out on the videos that I will drop. So thank you for stopping by. Until next time, thanks for watching this amazing video on sports highlights heaven. Peace. Do you know what time it is? Because I know what time it is. But in case you didn't know what time it is, I'm not just going to tell you what time it is. I'm going to sing it or rap it, whichever it sounds like. You be the judge. But it's time to like, comment, subscribe.